Hey guys, I'm not sure how many videos I'm gonna make today, so we'll see how I feel and how it goes, and if I go off into some spasm into the nephier. But yesterday I was talking to one of my friends, and my apologies, I'm not gonna say his name. Uh, he's on Instagram. The guy is cute as hell. Oh my god, is he cute? I always am we have these every usually Sundays, but at least once a week as we can make it happen. We have this 2 hour conversation. One week we missed, and he called me, and it was got through the 2 hours, and he's like, I don't feel like I said everything I needed to say. I'm like, I'm really appreciative of this relationship. We can sit there and just go blah with our lives. And the other person's like, do you want me to tell you what I'm thinking, or do you want me to be quiet? Tell me what you're thinking. Are you sure? He's very much, we're very much alike. Um, we have these really big streaks of self-doubt and these really big blind spots when it comes to, I like this guy. He's really cool. And you're like, oh, cool. What's going on with him? And then they tell you what's going on with him, and you're like, the movie, I don't think he's that into you. I think that's what it's called. But that's, you sit there and you're like, you're getting really worked up about somebody that I think is going to hurt you. And he's like, no, 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 this time it's not going to be like that. I'm not picking on him, by the way. So we just had this really good conversation about families and how we feel when we're around our family. And I sat there and I'm like, this is true. I go home, and the first thing that I hear is, oh, it looks like you've been working out. Yeah, thank you, I have. You don't need to work out that much. Why? Well, it's a waste of time. My time. I can do with it what the fuck I want. Well, I just think you're just wasting your time, and you put all your effort into this stuff and nobody cares, and blah, 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 blah. So basically, my mother is that person who shits on anything you like or do. So you just don't tell her stuff. Or you tell her stuff that she knows is fake. So that after a while, you can tell her the truth, you can tell her fake stuff, and she can't tell the difference. And you might be like, what kind of manipulative shit is that? So I don't have to hear from her that what I'm working on or what I'm doing or the guy I'm talking to is awful. It's a waste of time. I should be doing something productive with my life. I don't need to hear it. So this partially has and doesn't as well with the conversation I had, but it does a little bit in that, our families have a perception of us that's way back in time and has nothing to do with who you are now. And they're refusing to learn who you are now because they already know you. And they don't. They know nothing because the me that grew up from age 0 to 18 on the farm with my parents is not anywhere near the guy that I am right now. And yet, I'm talked to like that. And I'm like, fuck off. I don't have to listen to you. But you can't say that because my mother has this hair trigger of well, if you kids don't want to know anything about me, listen to what I have to say. And then she will disown you. And you sit there and you're like, this worked when I was a kid. But right now it feels good that you just did this because now I don't have to be upset that I'm upset that I have to deal with you. So she pulled this shit on me and my sister, one of my sisters, a couple years ago. And at the time, it upset me a little bit. But she pissed off my sister. And then I said, what are you trying to do? Drive all your kids away? Because she said something rude to me. She said, well, click. And I'm like, you just hung up on me. Interesting. So I didn't talk to her for a year and a half. And it was the best year and a half. And then we talked for a little bit, and then I gave up. I just gave up. It's not worth my effort. So anyway, it's okay that the people that raised you are not in your life because guess what? Not everybody has good families. And apparently I don't. And I've never dated anybody that did. And I need to work on that because I do not need this in my life. Love you guys.